International Convention on Tonnage Measurement of Ships. The 1969 International Convention on Tonnage Measurement of Ships was adopted by the International Maritime Organization to create a single, universal system for measuring a ship's size, replacing multiple, inconsistent national systems. This convention was driven by the need for a standardized method for calculating both the gross and net tonnage of vessels, which were previously measured using different systems based on George Moorsom's 1854 method. The new, uniform system, which came into force in 1982, was crucial for establishing consistent bases for international fees, safety regulations, crew competency requirements. The salient features of the convention include the introduction of a unified calculation for gross tonnage, total enclosed volume, and net tonnage, cargo space volume, the requirement for international tonnage certificates for ships over 24 meters and to ships engaged in international voyages. Key features of the convention. Uniform measurement system. It standardized how a ship's size is measured by establishing a single, universally accepted method for calculating gross and net tonnages. Gross tonnage, GT, a measure of the total enclosed volume of the ship. The formula for calculation of GT is given below for ready reference. Net tonnage, NT, a measure of the ship's cargo carrying capacity, calculated based on the gross tonnage. Safety and manning. GT is used to set safety rules and determine the required number of crew members. Fees and dues. Both GT and NT are used to calculate port dues, freight charges, and other fees. Survey and certification. This involves taking detailed measurements in meters of all enclosed spaces for gross tonnage and cargo spaces for net tonnage. The gross tonnage, GT, and net tonnage, NT, are calculated using the specific formulas provided in the convention's regulations. The net tonnage must be at least 30% of the gross tonnage. Upon satisfactory completion, the International Tonnage Certificate, 1969, is issued in the standard format specified by the convention. Validity. The certificate is unique in that it does not have an expiry date and remains valid for the ship's entire life, provided the vessel's structure or capacity remains unchanged. Cessation of validity. The certificate ceases to be valid and must be reissued if any alterations affect arrangement, construction, or capacity, use of spaces or total number of passengers permitted, assigned load line or permitted draft, transfer to the flag of another contracting government, document to be maintained on board. International Tonnage Certificate. This certificate must be carried on every ship whose gross and net tonnage has been calculated according to the convention, and it is crucial for international trading. Tonnage Computation Booklet. Ships carrying the certificate are subject to inspection in ports of other contracting governments to verify the certificate's validity and ensure the ship's main characteristics match the certificate's data. Structure of the convention. The convention itself is structured with a series of articles that outline the legal frameworks. Annexes. Regulations for determining gross and net tonnages of ships. Regulation 1. General states that tonnage consists of gross and net tonnage, which must be determined according to these regulations. It also addresses how to handle novel types of craft. Regulation 2. Definitions provides a more detailed list of terms used within the annex, complementing the main convention's definitions. Regulation 3. Gross tonnage provides the formula for calculating. Regulation 4. Net tonnage provides the formula for calculating NT, which is a function of the volume of cargo spaces. It also includes a formula to ensure NT is not less than 30% of GT. Regulations 5 to 7 address specific aspects like changes to net tonnage, calculation of volumes and measurement, and calculation procedures. Appendix 1 provides figures, diagrams, illustrating the application of regulation for determining excluded and enclosed spaces. Appendix 2 contains tables for the coefficients K1 and K2 used in the GT and NT formulas. Annex 2. Form of the International Tonnage Certificate, 1969. Thank you for watching the video. For more marine topics, please subscribe the channel. Please help us with your valuable feedback to improve the contents.